Welcome to Green Money. This is the program that highlights environmentally friendly businesses. Today, we take a closer look at the production of mushrooms. Did you know that in the past, mushrooms were in the realm of magic and mystic? In Egypt, the pharaohs would have it for themselves and would never share it with the commoners. The Romans took it a few notches higher, where they even set decrees that this is food for their gods. Today we take a closer look at this ever so special delicacy. Don't go away. The demand for mushrooms in our country currently stands at 30,800 metric tons. Did you know that we only produce 500 metric tons? This means that Kenya has got to import 60 times the difference to meet the local demand. What an opportunity for business. Today we are joined by David, who is a great chef at the Southern Sun Mayfair, who is going to take us through the preparation of this delicious meal. Welcome, David.
Thank you, sir.
So what are you going to tell us about this? What kind of production or preparation of this delicious meal do you do?
Mushroom has a variety of things to make with. Today we are going to make the pie, mushroom pie, and then we are going to make the sauce, the tarragoni and mushroom sauce. Then we are going to make the vegetable stir fry, and also going to make one of the beef.
Great, that sounds great. Can I join you, David?
Welcome very much.
Thank you very much. As I take a closer look on how to prepare the mushrooms, I invite you to take a visit to Olive Farm, where you're going to learn more how to produce mushrooms.
Our success story today is Charles Njoroge, a mechanical engineer by profession turned businessman. Charles is the managing director of Olive Farm Limited. In 1977, he was employed at Mobil Oil International as a sales engineer, a job he kept for the next 7 years before venturing on his own.
I wanted to go out into the field, go and do some businesses, and see how I can be able to do for myself.
Armed with his savings and our determination to succeed, Charles Njoroge first set up a company that was involved in the marketing and distribution of farming chemicals.
It is that company that after a period of almost about 10 years that I decided to buy this farm.
Olive Farm Limited was set up on a 5-acre piece of land in Limuru in 1977 with an aim of bridging the demand gap for mushrooms.
We went, did a survey and realized that there was a gap within mushroom growing. I also, as a farmer, wanted to do something different from the other people. And I set on a mushroom because we didn't have many people who were growing mushrooms then.
The major mushroom growing companies by that time were Eldoret Mushrooms in Rift Valley and Agriduct Limited. However, the output together was still a small percentage against the huge local demand gap.
There was need for more people to grow mushrooms in this country. The market was there, both for export market and for the local market, and we felt the people who were there were not meeting that particular need.
With a borrowed startup capital acquired, Njoroge was more determined to make his into a successful venture. He went high and low to attain all the needed equipment and knowledge to do so.
I didn't know anything about mushrooms, so I went outside there and looked for people who could show us how to grow mushrooms. And in fact, we set on people. We brought in a few people from Eldoret Mushrooms in Rift Valley, and those are the ones who came in and we started the project. What we grow here, we grow what you call the agaricus. Agaricus is a botanical name, but commonly it is known as white button mushrooms.
In Kenya, the two types of mushrooms grown are the oyster and the button mushroom. The oyster is cheap to grow but hard to sell in volume, while the button mushroom requires a much larger investment but then sells far better. Olive Farm Limited chose to walk the hard road and grow button mushrooms, which promised better returns.
We started off small because we had to run the art of growing the mushrooms with a labor force of about between 15 and 20. As we got into the market, as the volumes and the demand of the products continued, so our production continued. We kept on increasing our employees to about 80 that we have now.
Kenya spends about 10 million shillings each year in importing mushrooms in order to meet the 30,800 tons demand locally. Instead of trying to meet this demand, many farmers opt to export their produce because the returns are high. However, since the mushroom is a highly perishable good, the risks are even higher during export.
We set the project with the name of exporting mushrooms, but we realized shortly that there were issues with exporting more mushrooms because one, mushroom is a highly perishable product, and the shelf life of mushroom is about 48 hours. Maximum 72 hours depending on how it is preserved. And we lost a lot of mushrooms through that until we decided to venture into the local market, see how good the local market is, and we realized, yes, the local market is also good.
Though it is a highly valuable and demanded health food, mushrooms remain an unpopular delicacy in many homes as its price is higher than that of a kilo of beef. So, if the common mwananchi isn't consuming this delicacy, then who is?
Our market mainly is the big hotels, the big tourist hotels, both in Mombasa, Nairobi, let's say in the entire country. And also, occasionally, there are times we get orders